Knicks in Atlanta for Game 3 of the season series against the Hawks. The rivalry renewed, the fake rivalry. And Knicks shot out the gates hot, man. 71% from the field the Knicks shoot in the first half. Neither team wanted to play defense in this one. But in the second half, it was the Atlanta Hawks pouring it on, man. Absolutely destroying the Knicks in the second half with a series of runs. Atlanta outscoring the Knicks 37-23. Trae Young, DeJounte Murray cooking, having their way with this Knicks backcourt. No Mitch, big problems, man. So we got to talk about it because the Knicks lose 139-124 in Atlanta to the Hawks. This game was the Mitch effect right from the start. And we talked about it yesterday on yesterday's show, how this team was going to be impacted without Mitchell Robinson. The pick and roll defense will be compromised. Offensive rebounds, second chance points, his ability to box out. Points in the paint, opposing points in the paint. Without Mitchell Robinson, the Knicks were compromising these areas, and it shined brightly in this game, man. Knicks number 2 in the league in opposing points in the paint at 40, averaging 45. They give up 45 on average. The Hawks scored 60 points in the paint tonight. So 60 points in the paint for the Hawks. The Hawks winning the second chance points battle. Knicks number 1 in the league in second chance points. Not tonight. Hawks winning 23-13. Getting after it on the boards. And so as a result, the Knicks lost the rebounding battle as well. So that was tough. Absolutely tough. And this, as I said, despite the fact that the Knicks shot 71% from the field in the first half, they only had a 3-point lead to go into the halftime. So that was just going to show you their defense was not up to snuff either. And then when this game started in the third quarter, it just started so wacky. And you know, Grimes had a nightmare game. He starts off the third with a bonehead turnover, comes back on the other end, and they call him for a brutal, absolutely ridiculous, flagrant foul. And so that was basically a 5-point swing, which turned into an 11-0 run by the Hawks. But nevertheless, the Knicks were able to get back into this game because there's 3 guarantees in life, Al. Death, taxes, and Julius Randle cooking the Hawks in the regular season. And he did just that. They had no answer for him. He was filleting everybody. John Collins, I don't see the hype in him. DeAndre Hunter, Capella, doesn't matter who they had on Julius. He was flaming everybody. So Julius was able to get the Knicks back into this game and get them a 1-point lead in the second into the fourth quarter. But once again, no defense for the Knicks as the Hawks shoot out to a 17-3 run in the fourth. Unfortunate, but it is what it is, man. 139-124.
No Mitchell Robinson. This is going to be a gruesome 3+ weeks without him, man. I mean, you just see it. Ian Begley wrote about it today, right? With Mitch on the floor, the net rating is plus 8.2. With him off the floor, it's negative 1.2. The plus 9.3 mark is the best among the Knicks rotation, as Ian Begley pointed out. And you saw it tonight. No rim protection. All right. The rebounding, it was okay. It wasn't as prominent as we're used to. The second chance opportunities.
Big.
No Mitchell Robinson. So everyone had to make their shots. Defensively, especially a Knicks team that's been, that's transformed itself to have an identity on the defensive end. I'm expecting you to go like 120% playing some defense tonight, especially without Mitch. And then on the other side, since they're not playing defense, just attack them offensively every single time. But as we see, as the game unfolded, we went from having solid ball movement. The second half, there was just little to no ball movement. We went back to the isolation show, all right? Mm-hmm. And you can see what happens when Grimes was in foul trouble, all right? Because he was going to guard Trae Young tonight. And without that, Quick did his best. But Grimes offers height, more defensive intensity. He's our best perimeter defender, hands down.
Yeah.
And so with him being in foul trouble, especially early on, 2 quick fouls, it gives Trae Young the opportunity to get into some rhythm. And the next thing you know, they're able just to blow the doors wide open.
I'm irritated, like everybody else is.
Yep.
And here's what I'm most irritated about. I'm gonna go not like back in time or anything, but I'm irritated because Tom Thibodeau has a longer leash than he should have, because we had a really long, good stretch that really had nothing to do with him and everything to do with Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle. Like, they carried the team during our win streak and our really good December. Really didn't have anything to do with Tom Thibodeau, I don't think. I think he's done a terrible job managing the roster. We have everybody with a brain cell knows that we have no bench help right now, besides Manuel Quickley. Obviously, besides Manuel Quickley, like, we have 6 guys that are genuinely contributing to winning basketball, and everybody else is keeping the team back. And you've got Evan Fournier and Cam Reddish sitting on the bench. And I'm not the biggest fan of Evan Fournier or like whatever, like, but you have.
Well, while he was, he kept reiterating on their post game show without even saying the name, because they got to keep it real hush mouth and real mushy in there they got to keep it clean.
Yeah.
But while he was kind of saying we got to get Fournier back into the rotation.
Like, you've got one of the best 3-point shooters in the NBA sitting on your bench making $18 million a year. And yes, he's a trash defender. I get it. That's your job as a head coach, to put him in a lineup to hide that and to get the offense that you need from him. Because right now you've got no bench offense. There's no way that you can't bring Cam into your offense or to your office and say, Cam, look, I know this isn't the role that you want, but I want you to just be a 3-and-D player off the bench, be a hellacious defender. You're 6'8", super athletic, ridiculously talented. Like, I know you want to be a superstar, but we don't have that for you right now. Do this, and then we'll talk about that in the future, versus just, I don't want to play him. He's not my kind of guy. I'm going to sit him on the bench. He's just going to get DNPs all the time. While you got guys out there just getting torched all day on the bench. And he has too long of a leash. Leon is too buddy-buddy with him. The only way this team takes a massive step forward is obviously if we get a superstar, but that didn't happen, and you get a new head coach. And I'm not saying Johnny Bryant's the guy, but I'm saying there's a lot of coaches out there that could coach this roster way better than Tom Thibodeau is. I'm not a Debbie Downer. I still think we're going to have a great season, but I think it's more so to do with Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson playing really, really well.
Leon should have never hired Tibbs, man. You can't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Tibbs don't look at him as his boss. Even underlining every move he make. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, the dude, like Alex say, I'm with Alex. He's not a real coach. He's not running no plays. He's not trying to get the best out of any of his players. You know what I'm saying? So he just sit up there stubborn, puffed up with pride. How much film you gotta watch to realize your team can't break a zone? You know what I'm saying? You got Trae coming up the court. You're not doing no type of press on this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like the other caller said, DeJounte Murray, he didn't go to the foul line one time. You know what I'm saying? It's like we get Cam. He's like, I didn't want Cam. I'm not playing Cam. You know what I'm saying? Give me Bullock. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want Bullock, man. He's mad. He's still mad at Leon because he didn't re-sign Bullock. So he's like, go get me Bullock. Come on, man. This ain't gonna work. Mitch, he's out tonight, and we give up 139 points. It's not Tibbs' defense. It's the players doing all they can do. You know, that's Randall doing all he can do. That's Brunson doing all he can do. And it's ISO. We ain't going to win nothing like that, man. We got to get rid of Tibbs, bro.
Hey, we
got to get rid of Tibbs. You know what I'm saying?
We need you to
We had the kids on the bench last year. Oh, Alex Burks, he's the best point guard we got. Now you got these guys out here looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? IQ, you know what I'm saying? He get his first start, 11 assists. Since he back on the bench, I'm scoring, bro. I'm a starter for real. Y'all stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody for themselves, because he's not the coach. He's not making them a team.
And that's it, man. We're hoping for a win on Saturday. And then we'll be back Sunday, Knicks versus Raptors, man. We'll see you guys, man. Peace. Let's go Giants, man. Peace.